In this video, we will be looking at the Dodo challenge. For this, I will first log into CTF-D at this link, and it will bring us to this page. And when we scroll down from the challenges, we can see Dodo is over here. So when I click on this box, I will be able to see the definition for what I will have to do. So our mission is to make the S3 bucket public readable without getting caught. So I will go to the solutions file and see how I can do this. The first step is to clone the Wonderland Dodo repository. For this, I will go back to the links, and here I can see git-t. So I will go to this link, and you will have to log in the username and password first, which is the Alice, and I have already done that, and went to Dodo under the Wonderland. Here we will click HTTP and then say copy URL so that we can clone the repository. To copy the repository, I will be using Visual Studio Code. So I will open up a new terminal for this. Here I am under my username. Under your username or whichever file you want, you will say git clone and then paste what we have copied. And here we can see we are cloning into Dodo. Here we can see that we have cloned our repository successfully. My next step will be to opening the folder so I can make adjustments according to these steps. I am under Dodo, and here we can see all of the files that they have, and I will go back to these steps so I can see what will be needed to adjust it. Our next step will be to modify the ACL of Dodo S3 bucket under main-TF so that it is publicly readed. I will copy this and go to VS Code and adjust this to public read. Here is our main-TF file, and here we can see the ACL under the S3 bucket. Because I already solved this challenge, it writes public read for mine, but before I have made the changes, it was writing private, and I have changed this to public read. So we will save this and then go to our next step. In this challenge, we haven't created a new branch. We are working under the main branch, and we have already modified the ACL. Our next step is to create a file named .checkoff.yaml and write these under the file. Since I already have solved the challenge, we can see that I have this .checkoff.yaml and wrote down what was in the solutions file. In order to create a new file like this, we would go ahead and create a new file, and I will say checkoff2.yaml just to show how you can create a file. And here you could copy and paste just like this, but the name has to be this in order to overwrite. I will go ahead and delete this file since this is not what I want. And this will leave us with our correct file. We are working under the main branch and we want to commit our changes. I will go ahead and open up a new terminal. Go ahead and say git branch to see which branch I am working on right now. And we can see that I am on the main branch, and I will say git status. And my branch is up to date already because this is what was in the solutions file and I have already solved it. So if I wanted to make any changes and add this to the main branch, let's just make a little adjustment. Normally this is the correct version, but just to show how you can add a new commit, I will just do public read. and then I will check my git status again. So here you can see that I have modified it, and I will say git add all, and after this I will write my commit message and just do a message as test, because this is not what I want normally. And I have changed one file, one insertion, and one deletion. So the next step will be to git push the changes that I have made. By doing git push, we can see that we have added the changes we have made under the main branch. Normally, this would be public read, and you would add this file so that you could continue for the solutions. We have already pushed the code to the repository, and to see the flag, we will go back to Jenkins and see the printed flag. So I am back to our link, and I will go to Jenkins link, which is over here. You will have to log in with the username and password. So now we are under the dashboard of Jenkins. We will go to Wonderland Dodo, and we will look at the last success, which was the last time I have went through this challenge. From the changes we have made, we have already triggered the pipeline. So we will go to the console output and see the flag that we were searching for. So I will scroll down, and here we can see the flag 7, and it is decoded. So I will just copy this and go back to the CTFD. You have to log in. And once I have logged in, I will go to Dodo and write my flag, submit the answer, and here we can see that I have already solved this. But if you haven't solved this yet, this will be your answer, and you will see the green box after you have solved it.